It's a warm August day in Johns Creek, Georgia, 2008. A man goes on vacation from his long-standing job at UPS. Nothing seems off. No signs, no warnings, no messages. But days later, he's gone, vanished. No dramatic send-off, no note, no real clues. His car? Found abandoned. His dogs? Left behind. His life? Frozen in time. This is the haunting case of Orlando Jordan, an everyday man with a simple routine who simply disappeared, and 15 years later, we still don't know why. Welcome to Beyond the Silence. My name is Amber, and I'll be telling you about the mysterious disappearance of Orlando Jordan. Orlando Jordan was last seen on August 20th, 2008 in Johns Creek, Georgia. At the time, he was 39 years old. He worked as a package handler for UPS, a job he had committed to for 13 years. But on this day, he was on vacation. Jordan lived alone on Babbling Creek Place in Alpharetta, and according to loved ones, he was devoted to his two dogs. He was unmarried and had no children. There were no immediate signs of anything being wrong. However, this kind of changed whenever they found his car a few days later. And they found it in DeKalb County. That's over 30 minutes away from where he lived. I didn't read this anywhere. I just want to put that out there that if his car was found in DeKalb County, I don't know where he was going on vacation, where he was headed to. But if his car was found 30 minutes away, was he going to vacation, headed that way? Was that in the opposite direction of where he was headed to? I wish I had more pieces of this puzzle. I really do. It just makes things impossible to piece together and to know. Police did note that Orlando really didn't have a lifestyle where he was someone that would just up and go. Obviously he had his vacation planned, so that was planned. But he's not someone that would just he's not spontaneous. So he's not someone that would just be like, all right, we're going to go on vacation, but instead we're going to go over here, or just up and leave his life. Plus, he had two dogs that he he just left behind. He didn't tell anybody he was leaving. Well, he on vacation, of course, but he was supposed to be coming back. He didn't tell anybody that he was leaving and never returning. So, for that reason, police believe that there's suspicious circumstances here. To this day, however, through the suspicion, there have been really no major leads, no developments, no arrests, evidence, nothing. There's only been silence. You have made it to the My Opinions section of the video. So, I think first and foremost, this man had a routine. Orlando was a UPS driver. He was a very structured individual. I can't foresee, I just couldn't imagine him being somebody that would just up and leave, and be like, all right, well, deuces, my loved family, I'm gonna leave. Because he wasn't married, he didn't have children. He still had a family. He still had people that cared about him deeply. And I can't imagine he would walk away from that. I don't know really what to say about it. Something about it just feels really sinister and not right. And I don't think anybody would disagree with that at this point. Even the police feel like It's very suspicious. There's something going on. How come he just disappeared without a trace? There were no sightings, no witnesses. There was nothing, no communication. He didn't reach out to anybody. There was no change of plans. He just vanished. Something about that is just extremely dark to me. I feel like somebody might know something and they just don't want to talk. Regardless of my own thoughts and opinions, though, and I have many, but seriously, regardless of my own thoughts and opinions, the fact of the matter is Orlando's still missing. What do we know about Orlando's disappearance? All right, so we know that Orlando was last seen on August 20th, 2008 in Johns Creek, Georgia. He was on vacation from his job at UPS at the time. All right, so his gold Nissan Maxima, I'm not going to read the license plate, was found abandoned in DeKalb County, Georgia. Details about the condition of the vehicle or its contents have not been publicly released. His personal life, as far as that goes, he was unmarried, he didn't have children. He did have 2 dogs, and he was a very devoted dog dad. His sudden disappearance was considered uncharacteristic by those who knew him. The Johns Creek Police Department is still actively seeking information. If you or anyone you know has any details that could help, please contact them. You can do so by contacting 678-474-1600. The line is available Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Orlando's case number is 2008-001-848. It's been years, but someone out there has to know something. And if bringing attention to Orlando's story can help uncover even the smallest clue, then I think that it's worth it. Unfortunately, this is where I leave you, because this is all we have. Remember, be kind, stay safe, and never stop searching for the truth.